Not using control joints, the result. Let's go through the important details. Beginning with not using control joints, the result: random, ugly cracks zigzagging across your driveway. The concrete will crack, joints tell it where. Regarding the science of controlled cracking, one of the most important things a homeowner can understand about concrete is this: all concrete cracks. It's a scientific reality. As concrete cures, it loses water and shrinks. As it faces the sun and cold, it expands and contracts. Because concrete is brittle, it can't handle these movements without snapping. Control joints, those straight lines you see in a driveway, are our way of telling the concrete exactly where to snap. On the result of no joints, random cracking, if you pour a large slab of concrete without control joints, it will eventually develop what we call wild or random cracks. These cracks are usually ugly, zigzagging across the middle of your driveway, and they often branch out like a spider web. Once a random crack starts, it is impossible to stop, and it's extremely difficult to repair invisibly. Moving to the result of improper placement. Even if a contractor uses joints, they often get the math wrong. If joints are placed too far apart, the concrete will simply ignore them and crack in the middle anyway. The industry standard is that joints should be placed no more than 2 to 3 times, in feet, the thickness of the slab, in inches. Additionally, for a 4-inch slab, joints every 8 to 10 feet. For a 6-inch slab, joints every 12 to 15 feet. If your contractor put joints 20 feet apart on your driveway, you can be certain a crack will form between them. Next, the zip strip versus saw cut versus hand tooled. There are different ways to make a joint, but they all serve the same purpose: creating a weak point that is at least 1/4 the depth of the slab. Additionally, hand tooled, done while the concrete is wet. This is the traditional look. Saw cut, done 6 to 18 hours after the pour using a diamond blade. This gives a modern, clean look. The mistake: waiting too long to saw cut. If the contractor waits 2 days to cut the joints, the concrete has likely already cracked internally, and the saw cut is now just a decorative line next to a real crack. Regarding how we ensure precision at local concrete contractor, we take control joints seriously. We map out every joint before we even start the pour to ensure they align with the architecture of your home and the stress points of the slab. We use high-speed early entry saws that allow us to cut the concrete while it's still green, ensuring the joint is there before the shrinkage stress begins. We also ensure every joint is a minimum of 1 inch deep. For more information or to request a free estimate, visit localconcretecontractor.com.